The shit only got put out because Iman leaked the divorce documents from Jump Street. Our divorce was private. Our proceedings was private. Everything was private for a whole year. Y'all didn't even know. I'm gonna give you one even better. The same time that I filed for divorce, I still had Iman opening up for me on tour. Iman was still with me on tour. Let's talk about it. Iman was with me on tour. We singing Wake Up Love, we kissing, we hugging, we da-da-da-da-da. Like, at the end of the day, I still had your back. I still looked out for you. And that's another thing. Y'all sitting here saying, like, at the end of the day, I always held Iman down. When Iman stopped playing basketball, I got him on the shot. I called Lena and said, yo, these motherfuckers is playing with my husband. Like, he's so much bigger than basketball. He's so much bigger than boom, 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 boom. Like, he could act, he could model, he could boom, 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 he could do whatever he want to do. Let's get him where he needs to be.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today's story is one that's deeply emotional, heartbreaking, and honestly very surprising. It involves someone many of us know and admire, Teyana. But this time, it's not about her music or her career. It's about something very personal, something that has shaken her family to its core. It's about her daughter, who recently broke down in an emotional moment, saying words that no child should ever have to say. She said, "I'm not safe with Dad anymore." When I first heard this, I was honestly stunned. Those words are powerful, painful, and full of so much meaning. A child's safety is the most important thing in the world. When that sense of security is taken away or threatened, it's devastating. Today, I want to walk you through everything we know about this story, what led up to this heartbreaking moment, how fans and the public have reacted, and what this means not just for Teyana and her daughter, but for all families struggling with complicated relationships. First, a little background so we all understand the situation. Teyana Taylor is a well-known singer, actress, and mother. She's admired for being strong, talented, and fiercely protective of her family. She has a daughter with her ex-partner, Aaron. Now, Aaron has been a public figure as well, but their relationship has had its ups and downs, public arguments, rumors, and of course the complicated reality of co-parenting after separation. On the surface, everything might have looked okay, but as many families know, things behind closed doors can be very different. Co-parenting is hard, especially when there are disagreements or past wounds that haven't fully healed. And for the children caught in the middle, it can be a confusing and painful experience. Recently, something very serious happened. Teyana's daughter had a moment where she opened up about how she truly feels. And it was raw. She broke down emotionally and said something that shocked fans across social media. She said she no longer feels safe with her dad. Imagine hearing that from a child you love, from your own flesh and blood. This wasn't just a passing comment or an offhand remark. It was a heartfelt cry for help, an honest confession that something isn't right. When a child says, "I'm not safe," it means something very real and very serious is happening. It's a red flag that no one should ignore. There is footage and clips circulating online of the moment she expressed these feelings. Whether it was in an interview, a candid video, or a social media post, the impact was immediate. Fans reacted with shock, sadness, and concern. Many shared their own stories of difficult family dynamics, while others expressed hope that the situation would improve soon. Some people felt heartbroken for the little girl, others worried about what this meant for the future. Because when a child feels unsafe in their own home, it can have long-lasting effects on their mental and emotional well-being. The innocence of childhood gets lost, and trust starts to crumble. Looking at social media reactions, it's clear this moment touched a lot of people. On Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, fans flooded comment sections with messages of support for the daughter and for Teyana. Many urged the family to get the help they need and praised Teyana for being a strong mother who listens to her child. One fan wrote, "My heart breaks for her. No child should ever feel scared of their own parent." Another said, "This just shows how important it is to always listen to kids. Their feelings matter." It was a reminder that children's voices need to be heard, especially when it comes to their safety. But what about the father? What do we know about him and his side of the story? Well, Aaron has had a somewhat complicated past. There have been reports of conflicts between him and Teyana before, some public disputes, and allegations of behavior that raised concerns. However, nothing has been officially proven or confirmed in court. It's important to say that in situations like this, we need to be very careful not to jump to conclusions or make accusations without facts. But it's also important to acknowledge that sometimes children's feelings are based on real experiences that may not always be visible to the public eye. We haven't heard an official statement from Aaron in the wake of everything that's unfolded. Not a word. He's kept himself out of sight, almost as if disappearing could mute the storm. Ever since that raw, emotional video went viral, shared, dissected, and replayed across every platform, he's gone radio silent. No press release, no public apology, no denial, just quiet. And whether that silence is part of a legal strategy or genuine avoidance, no one knows for sure. What is clear, though, is that right now the spotlight isn't on him. It's on the little girl at the center of it all. The priority, beyond the headlines and speculation, is making sure she's safe, emotionally supported, and surrounded by people who actually show up for her. Meanwhile, Teyana has been anything but silent. She's stepped into this moment with a kind of protective fire only a mother can bring. Her social media has become a space of both vulnerability and advocacy. Posts filled with honest reflections on family safety, mental health awareness, and the absolute necessity of listening to children when they speak up, even if their truth is inconvenient. Even if it breaks your heart, you can feel her pain in every word, in every post. The kind of pain that only comes from watching your child hurt. But right alongside that pain is power, an unshakable resolve. She's not just grieving. She's fighting. In interviews, in captions, in candid moments, it's clear. Teyana is a mother on a mission. You can see the weight in her eyes, but you can also see the fire. She's doing everything in her power to protect her daughter, not just physically, but emotionally, spiritually, psychologically. She's working to create a home that feels like sanctuary, even while the outside world is in chaos. That's never easy, especially when there's friction with the other parent. But there's no confusion about where Teyana stands. Her priority is, and has always been, her daughter's safety, peace, and healing. No court order or public opinion can shake that. And as this story continues to unfold, it sheds light on something much bigger than just two people in conflict. It opens up a broader, more painful conversation, a conversation about what happens to children when relationships fall apart, when co-parenting turns into a battleground, when bitterness replaces communication. Too often, kids become collateral damage in adult wars they never asked to be part of. Their voices get drowned out by legal terms, custody schedules, and broken promises. Their pain is minimized. Their truths dismissed. This isn't just Teyana's fight. It's a reality for far too many families. And if nothing else, her courage in speaking up reminds us all of one thing. When a child says something's wrong, you don't wait. You don't wonder. You listen. You act. You protect. Always. Experts in child psychology emphasize that emotional safety is just as important as physical safety. Children need to feel loved, protected, and heard. When those needs aren't met, it can affect their development, confidence, and future relationships. This situation is a powerful reminder that children's feelings must never be dismissed. They should be supported and given a safe space to express themselves. When a child says, "I'm not safe," it's a call to action for everyone involved, parents, family members, friends, and even authorities, to step up and provide protection. Looking ahead, many are wondering what will happen next. Will there be a custody investigation? Will the courts intervene? Will the father respond publicly or make changes? These questions remain unanswered for now. What we do know is that the daughter's safety must remain the top priority. If she feels unsafe, adults must listen, believe her, and take the necessary steps to ensure her well-being. It's not just about legal battles or public opinions. It's about protecting a vulnerable child who deserves love and security. I want to ask you, the viewers, what are your thoughts on this situation? Have you ever seen a family go through something similar? caught in the middle of heartbreak, silence, or conflict? And more importantly, how do you think we, as a society, can do better to support the children who end up trapped between the cracks of adult decisions? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's keep this space kind, open, and respectful, because behind every headline are real people, real emotions, and real pain. These stories aren't just drama, they're lived experiences, and they deserve compassion. Before we close out, I want to leave you with this. No matter how messy, broken, or complicated a family dynamic becomes, every child deserves one thing above all else: to feel safe,
To feel seen, to feel loved.
That kind of protection shouldn't be negotiable, and it shouldn't ever be lost in the noise of adult battles. Thank you for watching and for being part of this important conversation. If you value videos that go beyond the surface, stories that dive into truth, healing, and reality, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell icon so you never miss what's next. Take care of your heart, take care of each other, and until next time, stay grounded, stay kind, and always listen closely even when it's uncomfortable. We'll see you soon.
Perfect.